I just went to McDonald's and these handed me my sausage McMuffin and this bag. Well, what's in this bag? Their deposit. Why? Just a couple $1,000 here. Like, what is this? Why would they do this? What the So now I have to return this because I'm a good person, I guess. Yeah, how interesting. Okay, I'm at McDonald's. Why would you guys do this to me? You know how bad I want this money? Why put me in this situation?
My man was going through a bit of a dilemma there. After he's had a sack of cash instead of his Egg McMuffins. Pause for a second though. That was a lot of money. He said maybe a couple few thousand. I would assume that it's heavier than 2 Egg McMuffins. I'm not sure how they got those two things confused. Maybe it's a quick rush in the morning. Maybe the new trainee just tossed the first bag that they saw over the counter. But as we saw, he's faced with this dilemma. Let's go ahead and watch how he handled it. Because he showed back up to McDonald's. Strike one in my book. Sorry, no, not so. Let's go, let's watch what he says next.
You guys laundering money out here?
No.
What the?
This was just. Oh my God.
Or a blessing from God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I really want to give you a hug. Oh my God. I even want to take a picture of you.
I cut that short, but they were just all hugging me and thanking me and crying. And I get free McDonald's for a month, I guess. Wow. When I was driving away, they called me back in to give me $200. Do good, people. Return $5,000, get $200 and free McDonald's for a month. Good trade value.
I feel like our man Josiah there, he feels okay about it, but he's still thinking of what he could have done with $5,000. But he did go back and return it. So I want you guys to keep it, check on your scorecard where you stick with Josiah versus what you would have done in these first couple of steps. Because you heard at least, the relief in those employees' voices when he finally came back with the money, which I felt pretty good about because they would have been going through some serious issues if that money ended up continued to stay missing. And it also showed they had no idea who they gave it to. He was off in the clear. One more piece though, because as he pointed out, $200, free McDonald's for a month. Maybe a trade-off you guys would go for, but this is what happened. He went back to collect his free McDonald's.
I went back to McDonald's after work, and they had no idea who I was, but they put my name down and my number, and I had to pay for my 2 McChickens and a Sprite, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. How was that? This is my fiance. No sliding my DMs.
Stay out of my man Josiah's DMs. He's engaged, you guys. But he did have to pay for his 2 McChickens and his Sprite. The injustice is just overwhelming, Farron. You do the right thing, and they forget who you are.
They forgot who he was in a matter of hours. Like, it's not like he went back 2 weeks later. This was the same day. And like, sir, we've never seen you before in our lives. Please leave the store. But no, it really does make you wonder, because I know everybody already has that snap judgment in their head, like, no, I would totally walk away with it, or I would definitely return it. You don't know that. Like, I want to say that I would absolutely return money if somebody accidentally handed me a bag of money, but there's going to be circumstances, right? I mean, everybody is going to look at it and take a second thought of like, well, wait a minute. But I do think in this case, it maybe depends on the store, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously at McDonald's, if that money had gone missing, you're talking about potentially that whole crew that was working at that time getting fired, right? Totally, absolutely would return it no matter what was in the bag right there. And that man definitely did the right thing there. But you still might end up with some firings because that kind of mishandling of that much money, like their entire deposit, that's a pretty significant oopsie-doo. And I worked at McDonald's throughout high school. I had to, I was in training to be a manager, and I would sometimes have to do the counting of the cash and put it in the machine. And then we had a bank bag that would lock, and you put all the money in the bank bag, not in just like Ziploc bags inside a McDonald's bag you leave laying around. No, it goes in the money bag, it gets locked, then it got put into a safe, and the safe was locked. So I don't know, maybe they've changed protocol because I haven't worked there in 23 years, but seems like maybe tighten up the ship a little bit, because you really almost ruined a lot of people's days with that, because it wouldn't have just been the manager. It would have been pretty much everybody, because they wouldn't know where the money went.
It probably would have been prosecutions. They're thinking that they stole it. Where is it coming from? I'm glad you have that unique perspective of being in that same position as an employee there 23 years ago. Put it in a bank bag and into a safe. That was in Ziplocs and a McDonald's plastic bag, bro. Come on, it was in the pancake bag, the wide ones. Not to say I have McDonald's pancakes. I actually haven't had McDonald's in a very long time. But Josiah did the right thing. You guys go find him on TikTok somewhere, follow him. He deserves a little bit of love.